Welcome to Trading Lounge and the US indices for the 5th of November. And starting on the weekly chart here, we're looking at wave 4 low here, and we're counting 5 waves up here for wave 1 or wave 5. And currently we are looking at this particular correction here as wave 4 and then up for wave 5. So let's go in and have a look at our corrective pattern. So as you may know, from wave 4 here, we're looking at wave 1 and 2 here, and then 5 waves in the third wave here to make wave 3. And then we've been looking at, from top of wave 3, we've been looking at wave 4. Now it's possible to have wave 4 sitting here as a triangle pattern, or having wave 4 sitting here in this case here. So we need to, as always, we're being prepared for both of these. So let's just go in and take a closer look at this particular pattern on the 4-hour chart as a triangle pattern here. So wave 3, an A wave, a B wave, a C wave here, and a D wave here, and then an E wave here. So we can view this as another move to the upside here, and then a simple A, B, C correction coming down, and then a move up from that point. So that's one way of looking at it, and we'll take a closer look at that particular pattern. The other side of the coin here is that having wave 4 in this position here would look at like this. This has got both counts on, but wave 3 over here with an A and a B and a C here for wave 4, and then moving up for wave 1 here and back for wave 2. There will be 5 waves in this particular structure we can count. Pulling back for wave 2, that may come a little bit lower than that. We'll check that out as well. And then wave 3, 4 and 5. I mean, the point of all of this really is that the market will head up to the upside because we've, as I've mentioned right from the get-go, is that we have a correction in the first leg. This correction here makes whatever happens here also part of that correction. It's just that it could play out as an A, B, C, D, and E here as an Elliott wave triangle for wave 4, and then push up, or an ABC flat pattern here for wave 4 and then moving up in this case. In a way, they're kind of a little bit similar really, because basically wave 1 and wave D will end up in the same place up here. As I mentioned, normally sometimes the rally only goes to the 61.8%, but we noted in the first instance here how high it came to the previous high here and how low it came to the previous low in this case. So we had the expectation of it moving up to the trend line here, and then moving also back into the trend line down through here. But we also need to be mindful that it may only pull back down 50% or 60%, 61.8%. Either way, I need to point out that this being 5 waves up here, we will have a 3-wave counter trend. And also in wave D, which is also up here now, then we can look at a 3-wave counter trend for wave E. So really, in a way, these can be really pretty much the same, you know? So there's not a lot of difference in them. Okay, so let's just drill in here. We've been on the 4-hour chart here. This is the corrective pattern here, which would be the A, the B, and the C wave. I think there's another little move up into the 3,500 where we'll see a reaction. It may go above that a tad, but then pull back in 3 waves here. So we could look at this moving up. Let's just take it just above the 35 there, 35.10, 35.20. So the 50-60% retracement level here comes in around this space here. So that's where it's likely to come back. It could pull back deeper because it's pulled back deeper before in that instance, but basically in both cases a move up into this space and then a 3-wave move, which will be 5 waves, 3 waves for B, and then another 5 waves here. So this can be looked at in different ways here. Obviously the support's in here at the 34, so this may even be closer to the 34 here, and this may even be closer to the 61.8% retracement level in here as well. But the thing to do here in terms of tracking this is that once we do have a top in here, and we'll take a closer look at this move up here, by the way, but we'll have the A wave in 3 waves, the B wave in 3 waves, and the C wave in 5 waves. Oh, sorry, 5 waves for A, 3 for B, and 5 for C. So a simple zigzag in this regard, and that will be the same even if this is wave 1 here. So we could put wave 1 here. So they're going to be very similar in this case. So it probably does play out. This is probably, you know, if the market's been moving up on for the Trumpers, then this move to the upside here will also be a victory for Trump on that side of the fence. Okay, let's go in a little bit further and have a look at this. So in the terms of the wave D to the upside, we can look at it as 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 in here for the A wave, the B wave here, and then 5 waves up for the C wave here, which I think we've got a little, this is the 78.6, the square root of 61.8%. That can just drop a little bit further there. We can check that out. And then the move up here for this. Sitting here, and then we've got our A wave, B wave, and C wave that can pull back into this space, which will be here for wave D here. I mean, it's been playing out pretty well as, you know, as a triangle pattern so far with this. It may come a bit lower here. The important thing here is to track the 5 waves in this move here. That's the key to the buying opportunity. And I'll just go to the 15-minute chart and we'll look at the more bullish pattern from the low. So from the low here, if we consider this wave C of 4 here, the end of the correction here, and now we're starting the move to the upside here. Yesterday, I don't need to pull this apart, we counted the 5 waves in this little structure here for wave 1, and then we can count this here as 1 and 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, and 5 for the third wave, 4th wave here, pulling back to the 4th wave of 1 lesser degree. And then 5 waves to the upside here. There's an impulse wave in this structure, so wave 1 and 2 here, and then 1 and 2 here, and 3 here. And wave 4 can pull back a little bbit further to this area here, and then wave 5 to the upside. How far will it go above the 3,500? I don't know. It might be 35.10, 35.20 in that space. But of course, it's news driven, so we can get spikes, but this is the general picture, which you know, has been unfolding pretty nicely, I must say. We can look at wave 4 to wave 5 here on the tick chart just to get a bit more detail on that. So from wave 4 here is 100 ticks. We've got a nice impulse wave here for wave 1, ABC for wave 2, and then we need to consider all of this as wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. So the third wave, the 4th wave can pull back to the 38.2% in here, to also to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, and then move up. It could also move up from here because this is one structure in here, the A wave, the B wave, and the C wave may be short. It may even come down a little bit further from that point. But if it does pull down, this is it here. So basically 34.40 area through here, but also in this space here as well, just shooting the breeze here. This is the wave in here is the wave 4, one listed green. That's a 38.2%. So it can pull back into that space and then move up into wave 5 here, which can be, well, 35 is obviously the minor trading level, and then we've got group 2 below that and group 1 above it. Group 1 above it will slow the wave count down into 10, 20, 30 maybe, and then we'll have our A, B and C correction. I won't go into the NASI too much, but basically we're looking at the same thing here as well. So just the 1 hour chart, the A wave, the B wave, the C wave. This can also be wave 4 here as well. And we can also look at this as wave 1 to the upside, or the A, the B and the C here. In both cases, we'll see this top out. We'll see it have a 3-wave counter trend and then push up again from that point. So exactly how I've mentioned it with the SP 500. So just to recap this video on this chart here, we've got wave 3 here as an A and a B and a C here for wave 4. And on the net, this doesn't count very nicely down as 5 waves. You can squeeze it in and push it in. It's just that the Nasdaq counts nicely down as 5 waves. So we need to take that on board because it has been the Nasdaq stocks, the tech stocks that have had the run up since the COVID, so it can take lead. But even so, in both cases, we would still look for, I mean, this could be we could have a triangle in the S&P 500 and a flat correction in the Nasdaq. So they can be like that, but they will move basically the same in terms of this move up through here, and even this move here will have, once it tops out in this space here, then it will have this A, B and C correction here and then move up from that point. So they're going to have pretty much the same pattern within here. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Cheers.